Hey guys! A lot of you have requested a recipe for a cranberry sauce to go with Thanksgiving. So this recipe I love because when I make my cranberry sauce, I can prep it 3 days in advance. It sits in the fridge. It gets even better as the flavors melt together. So this is a great recipe that's super easy to prep. And once you get it done, you don't even have to worry about it on the day of. Just bring it out, bring it to room temperature, and you're good to go. So these are the steps. 1 bag of cranberries. First, we're gonna cook this in a pot with 1.5 to 1 3/4 cup of sugar. So the cranberries are awesome because they're sweet and they're tart, but you really do need the sugar in this recipe. Also, if you're trying to be a little careful with sugar, you can also use honey. You can split the sugar in half, use a little bit of honey, maybe experiment with that. This is a cup of water, a cinnamon stick, and a little bit of fresh grated nutmeg. Fresh grated nutmeg just makes such a difference. It's like when we talk about putting fresh herbs on something, it gives it like a little gourmet twist. This is my little gourmet twist. And see how it just flakes right in? It's such a beautiful flavor. A little goes a long way. So watch your fingies and your knuckles because that's not fun. Done that before. And then we're just gonna pop this on the stove for 5 minutes. As the cranberries cook, they're gonna start popping. That's totally normal. That's what you want. And here we go, onto the flame. We're gonna set a timer for 5 minutes. If you're in a rush and you just wanna get it done, you can easily just cook it with, the cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, or you can just cook it with the water and sugar, and that's a totally fine cranberry sauce, just so you know. Ina Garten does something really cool where she adds orange zest of 1 orange, the juice of the orange, as well as lemon zest and lemon juice, and a Granny Smith apple. So she adds this fruit thing to it, which is really awesome and a really nice twist. So I do that now too. If you want to add this little homage to Ina Garten, you're gonna chop a Granny Smith apple, you're gonna peel it, core it, chop it. This is the zest from 1 orange and the juice from 1 orange. And now I'm gonna show you how to zest the lemon and we'll juice the lemon. These are both microplanes. I love these. This one just has a wider opening and the blade is a little bit higher. So I'll use that for this. This is the one we use for the nutmeg. Okay. You just want to zest the skin off, but you don't want to get that white kind of pulp there. You just want the beautiful yellow. So bit by bit, you're just going to get the zest off of the lemon. Zest from lemon and oranges adds such beautiful flavor. See, I'm getting all the yellow off pretty much. It looks pretty good. And now we're gonna juice the lemon. This is just this juicer that I got. You know what's funny? I think I ordered something off an infomercial when I was like 20 years old. And this came with it as like a free 99 thing. Like, seriously. But it works, and I still have it all these years later. I don't even know who makes this thing. I'm not kidding, but it's great. Things that work. Okay, so we're gonna put this all into the pot with the cranberries. See, they're starting to pop, pop and burst. That's what we want. Look at how beautiful that is. Now, after we do this, because that cinnamon stick has been cooking in there for 5 minutes, now I'm gonna take out the cinnamon stick. I don't want it to overpower. I just want a little flavor of it, but now I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna set a timer for 15 minutes and I'm gonna let this all cook down. So the timer went off, 15 minutes, and this is our beautiful cranberry sauce. So you could easily just put it in the container like this to let it cool. I actually don't like when it's super, super chunky, so I actually use a handheld blender and I blend about half of it so that half of it is smooth and half of it still has that nice consistency. And then I want the low setting. And that's literally it. I don't want to do the whole thing because I still want that consistency. Okay, so here is your finished cranberry sauce. I love this recipe. It's so easy to prep a few days in advance. You don't even have to worry about it on the day of. As it stays in the fridge and the flavors can melt together, it'll become more of that consistency that you're used to seeing. Like even in the pot, it's already becoming more of like that kind of jello-y consistency that you're used to seeing with cranberry sauce, just because this is cooling quicker than this. So after you have this in the fridge for a few days, it's so great. You bring it to room temperature the day of the holiday, and that's all you have to worry about it. I'm gonna try it now. It's sweet, it's tangy, but not too sweet. It's beautiful. It's just so easy to get out of the way. It's a great recipe to prep ahead of time. Subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you know when I put up a new video, and I'll see you guys next time.